Imagine a world in chaos, pillars of heaven broken, floods raging, and humanity on the brink of despair. From the mists of ancient Chinese mythology emerges a hero like no other. Nüwa, the mother goddess who created humanity, mended the heavens, and brought order to the universe. Her story, rooted in ancient traditions, resonates even today, symbolizing resilience, creation, and balance. But who was Nüwa really? And how did she shape the destiny of humanity and the cosmos? Let's unravel her epic tale. But before we get started, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell icon. In the beginning, the universe was a masterpiece of beauty. The sun, moon, and stars adorned the heavens, while the earth thrived with fragrant flowers, rolling rivers, and countless creatures. Birds sang in the trees, animals roamed freely, and aquatic life danced in crystal-clear waters. Yet despite its magnificence, the world was silent, lonely. It lacked the presence of humans to marvel at its wonders. This vast, vibrant creation felt incomplete, and so Nüwa appeared, one of the legendary three August ones, with the head of a woman and the body of a snake. She wandered the lands, marveling at the stars above and the teeming life below. But as time passed, a profound emptiness began to grow within her. The beauty of the world was undeniable, yet it felt devoid of meaning. One day, as Nüwa sat by a stream, pondering the source of her loneliness, a leaf fell onto the water. The ripples distorted her reflection, and in that moment, she realized what was missing. The world needed sentient beings, creatures capable of thought, emotion, and speech. Determined to fill this void, she resolved to create life in her own image. Using the abundant clay by the stream, Nüwa shaped her first human figure, crafting it with care and love. When she breathed life into it, the tiny being sprang up, full of energy and curiosity. She named her creation Ren, the Chinese word for human. For the first time, she felt a sense of connection and joy. Driven by this newfound purpose, Nüwa crafted more humans, one by one, each imbued with her essence. These beings, distinct from animals, bore an exceptional aura, as if destined to govern the earth. Their laughter and curiosity filled the once empty world with life, and for a while, Nüwa felt complete. But as she looked at the vast expanse of the earth, she realized there was still much to be done. But even goddesses get tired. Handcrafting every single human was exhausting. Nüwa needed a faster way to populate the earth, so she took a shortcut with an ingenious solution. Using a vine dipped in mud, she splattered droplets across the ground. Each droplet became a human, spreading across the land in groups. This method allowed her to populate the earth quickly, filling it with diverse communities. These cord-made people, though less polished, filled the world with life and diversity. Though similar, the humans crafted by hand and those formed by droplets were not the same. The hand-molded ones became the noble class, while the others formed the working class, symbolizing the diversity of society. But Nüwa loved them all equally, for they were her children. With her creations spread across the land, Nüwa watched with pride as they adapted to their surroundings, building homes, forming communities, and beginning the journey of civilization. Though her creations brought the earth to life, Nüwa soon faced a sobering truth. Her humans were mortal. They aged, weakened, and eventually died. Without intervention, the world would return to its silent, lonely state. To ensure humanity's survival, Nüwa divided her creations into men and women. She infused some with yin energy, the feminine and nurturing force, and others with yang energy, the masculine and dynamic force. This balance of opposites allowed humans to reproduce, ensuring that life would continue for generations to come. To elevate humanity above animals, Nüwa introduced the concept of marriage, a bond of love and partnership that united men and women. It was her final touch, a gift that made humanity truly unique. But Nüwa's peace was short-lived. A great battle erupted between Gong, the volatile water god, and Zhurong, the fiery god of flames. Their clash shook the heavens, tearing apart the delicate balance Nüwa had worked so hard to create. Enraged by his defeat, Gong rammed his head into Mount Buzhou, one of the pillars holding up the sky. The heavens collapsed, leaving a gaping hole that unleashed floods, fires, and chaos across the earth. The land split apart, forests burned, and humanity faced extinction. Nüwa couldn't bear to see her creations suffer. Determined to restore balance, Nüwa gathered 5 colored stones, each representing a celestial element: wood, fire, earth, metal, and water. And for 81 days, she worked tirelessly, forging the stones into a magical substance capable of repairing the sky. With her divine power, Nüwa mended the sky, using the stones to seal the fractures in the sky, patching the heavens and preventing total destruction. Yet the damage was too great for a perfect repair. Realizing the sky still needed support, she took drastic action. She hunted down a colossal tortoise, known in some tales as Ao, and in a move of divine ingenuity and questionable ethics, she ended the mighty creature and cut off its 4 legs. These became towering pillars, holding up the heavens once more. Though the pillars weren't perfectly aligned, and the Earth's tilt remains a lasting mark of her sacrifice, Nüwa's efforts brought stability to a fractured world. As a final gift, Nüwa taught humans to create the Sheng Huang, a reed panpipe. With music, humanity could find solace and joy, even amidst life's hardships. It was her way of ensuring that her creations could celebrate life even in the face of challenges. Nüwa is more than a mythic figure. She's a symbol of cosmic harmony and balance. Often depicted alongside her brother and husband Fuxi, the two represent the union of yin and yang. Fuxi, associated with masculinity and logic, holds the square, a tool of precision and structure. Nüwa, embodying femininity and intuition, wields the compass, a symbol of curves and the heavens. The tradition of holding a fan during Chinese weddings traces back to Nüwa and Fuxi. According to legend, they used a grass fan to shield their faces when they first married, symbolizing humility and the blending of opposites. Together, they symbolize the balance between earth and heaven, structure and fluidity, reason and emotion. It's a message that resonates across centuries, reminding us of the need for harmony in all aspects of life. Nüwa's story has been immortalized in countless works of Chinese literature. From the Huainanzi to the songs of Chu, her tale of creation and restoration echoes through the ages. In the Eastern Han Dynasty, she is often depicted with snake-like features, reflecting her connection to both the earth and the divine. Nüwa's legend teaches us invaluable lessons about perseverance, ingenuity, and care for creation. She didn't just create humanity, she nurtured it, stepping in to repair the sky when chaos threatened to consume the world. Her courage and wisdom inspired ancient Chinese civilizations to adapt, innovate, and thrive. Today, Nüwa remains a revered figure in Chinese culture. Alongside Guanyin and Mazu, she is celebrated for her wisdom and compassion. Temples honoring her stand as symbols of her enduring legacy. The most significant, in Hubei province, is celebrated as the ancestral shrine of humanity. Her story has inspired not only literature, but also art, poetry, and even modern sculptures. Her story serves as a reminder of our responsibility to protect the balance of our world, just as she once restored harmony to the cosmos. Even today, Nüwa is revered across the Chinese-speaking world. So the next time you look at the stars or marvel at the resilience of nature, remember Nüwa, the mother goddess who sculpted humanity, mended the heavens, and brought balance to the universe. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the legend of Nüwa. If you enjoyed this story, please give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and hit that bell icon so you won't miss more epic tales from mythology and history. Share your thoughts in the comments below. What part of Nüwa's story inspired you the most? We'll see you in the next one.